So that's our cheesy garlic bomb pull apart Bundt pan bread with a hot cheesy dip. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are going to do something a little bit unusual. We are going to make a cheesy garlic bomb. We're going to do a pull apart garlic bread in a Bundt pan. Oh yeah. And we're going to do a hot cheesy dip. This is going to be one of those, it's getting to that time of year where everybody wants to get around and share. You can rip the garlic bread up and you're going to dip it in the hot cheesy dip. Now, these things notorious for burning. So I'm not sure we can pull it off. We're going to pull it off the best way we can. We're going to make that fantastic garlic bread stuffed with cheese and a hot cheese dip. Let's do it, come on. In here, warm water. Well, it's not cold. We're going to go in there with some sugar. We're going to give that a little whiz round. And then we're going to chuck our garlic. We're going to chuck our yeast in there. We're going to give that a whiz round. We're going to let it sit there. We're going to let it bloom. If it froths up, we're good to go. If it doesn't, we start again with some fresh yeast. There you go. Just leave that in there. Now we're going to be using all-purpose plain flour today. We're not using bread flour. We want soft pull-apart bread. And I'm using the stand mixer because I'm bone idle. Okay, I'm not going to stand here and knead for 10 minutes, but you can knead for 10 minutes, not a problem. So I'm going to use the stand mixer just to make it easier. Okay, we've got this, it's started to bloom, look, that is ready to go. In here, we've got our all-purpose flour, and we're just going to chuck in a little bit of salt. Give that a little stir in there. We want to be chucking in our yeast mixture in there, and we want to go, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let's get that on and get it mixed. So we want to bring this in and we want to knead it for about 8 minutes. Okay, that's got it. We want a little bit of flour on there. Let's drop this down and get this out. So just drop that on there. There we go. Nice clean bowl. Oh, lovely dough. Okay, just bring it in and then we're going to put it in a greased bowl. That is a nice dough. Get your bowl, it's greased out with olive oil, put that in there. Get a cover, cover it for an hour. Put somewhere warm, leave for an hour, and then we'll carry on. Okay, our bread's nearly done. We've got some butter in here. We want to be going in with a little bit of garlic powder in there. In with some dried parsley. And we want a little bit of salt. Now the butter wants to be softened up but not completely melted. You know, you want to have a nice spreadable lump of butter going inside our tear and share bread. So just mash that in like that. Now we are using some mozzarella as well, a little bit of mozzarella cheese. So what we do, when we roll out the bread, we put a little dab of this in, seal it up. It's straightforward, it's easy, and it's going to give us that nice buttery, cheesy inside our tear and share. So here we want to be taking our bread out, knocking it down and dividing it up. divide it into as many balls as you want to fit one of these. So I reckon 2, 4, 6, 8 to 10 or even more, up to you. Now we've got a little bit of flour there. We shouldn't really need it, I don't think. Look at that. That is superb on there. Now we want to be knocking it down. Now I'm going to just do this just to make it easier. And we want to divide that into our balls. So that looks about half, doesn't it? You reckon? There you go. Come on. Let's not make the job difficult, eh? So are we going to get 10, do you reckon? So if we just half that like that, and then we do that into 3, we're going to get 12-ish. What about that? That should do it. Now it doesn't matter that they're not all the same size. Let's not go down there. Right, roll it up. You can roll it into a ball like that. And then we're going to flatten it. So do you really have to roll it? I don't know. It's just easier, isn't it? There we go. How easy is that? Okay, so let's not do no more than that. We don't need to get a rolling pin out. You don't need any specialized rolling skills. I want to do that with all of them. And the reason we're going to do it for all of them, we're going to dab all the filling in every single one. And we know how much we're using up. So just do that very, very quickly. A bit of fun this, isn't it? Now I don't see an easier way of doing it other than this, because this gets it all out on the counter in one go, and that means you can fill all in one go and you know how much is going in each bread. That's it, look at that. Right, we want our garlic butter mixture in all of those and that cheese. Come on. And I think it's about a teaspoon. I don't think we need to go much more than that. Let's have a look. We can always put a little bit more if we want. Now, I'm just going to use a bit of that actually. And I'm just going to come in there and grease out my Bundt tin. Now, I'm not sure that this is a good idea. Really not sure, because these things normally cook too hot. However, it might give us a nice crust on there like you get on a garlic bread. We're going to find out, aren't we? Come on. We just have to watch it. Okay, and then it's a little bit of cheese in every one. That really was a good guess. Now it's very much roll them up and put them in there. So we're going to have to fold them all over, join them all up, nice and steady like that. And you know, seam side down. So we're going to take all that there, I'm going to put that in there like that. That's straightforward, isn't it? So up there, bring it in, join it up, nice little one of those in your hands. Nice and gentle. Right, we want to, so we're just going to come round first and then we're going to fill them all in. Okay, so we've got 8 balls. We've got 4 of these in there. We need to get 2 inside each of those. So there we go. Now it's a tear and share, so these things are going to be stuck together. So don't worry about it. Just make sure you try and keep that seam side down. So we got that. We got that lovely little bit of stuff going on there. Right, we have to let that rise again. That wants to be rising up about 25-30 minutes. And hopefully it should puff up quite nicely and then we're ready for baking. So get it covered and let it rise again 30 minutes. Fabulous. Okay, we need to be putting our hot cheese dip together. In here, I have cream cheese. In here, garlic. Put that in there. Basically, we're going to chuck everything in. We're going to stir it all up. We're going to stuff it in ramekins. Got some parmo, chili flakes, a little bit of black pepper. Now you can do salt if you want. In there, lemon juice. This is mayonnaise. And we have some mozzarella, but I'm just going to give this a little stir through first. Loosen it all up. Because the cream cheese is quite a little bit cold. I mean, you can soften it all up if you so wish. Warm it up. But this is going to be our hot dip. And what we're going to do is take a couple of ramekins and put it in there, because when you tear and share, you want to dip it in something, don't you? Mozzarella in there. And just mix it all in. Could have done with a bigger bowl. Not to worry. Well, that's looking good enough to me. Take your ramekins and in there. Now you can put more seasoning in there. You can do anything you want. Italian seasoning, pepper, more chili flakes, anything you like. Whatever you like in a cheese dip. You can grab yourself a tray. What we're going to do is bake everything together. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Look at that. That is superb. We're going to dump those on there. We're going to bake the whole lot together. We're going to bake it for about 30-35 minutes. Come on. Okay, whilst that's bubbling away in there, those dips and that bread's cooking, we want to be knocking up a nice garlic butter glaze to go over the top. We're making garlic butter tear away, so in there, some garlic and some butter, and we want to be going in fresh parsley. In there. And that is what we are going to brush over the top of our bread when it's cooked. Look at that. That is superb. We've had about 30 minutes, that'll do. We want that bread out of there, but we need to leave our dips in just for now to stay hot. That is our wonderful bread. Look at that. That is our wonderful bread. Look at that. Straight over the top with that garlic butter on there. Lather it on. It's going to run down everywhere. It's going to glaze up the top. And then we'll have some more to put back over in a minute. Just get it all on there. Let it run down. Oh, come on. Oh, there's some serious flavour there. Over there with some Parmesan. Let the Parmesan melt onto the bread. We are talking some serious flavour here. And I'll let that have just about 5 minutes, and then we're going to get that out of there, hopefully. That is absolutely sensational. Plate over, don't squash it. And this thing's going to be red hot, so be careful. Turn it over. Turn out that bread. Oh, look at that. That is outstanding. Another plate on there. Now careful, don't squash it. It's a centerpiece. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me? That is sensational. Call me crazy, but look at that. It's outstanding. Now we take that cheesy dip and that goes in there. Just be careful because this thing is absolutely boiling in there. Look at that. Are you ready? Come on. Oh, look how soft that bread is. Look how soft. Just rip that out of there. Oh, yes, please. Look at that. This is serious, serious stuff. You've got all that gooey cheese in there, look. But then you've got this gooey cheese dip in here. This hot cheese dip. Oh, look. Look at that. That is a hot cheese dip. Stick that in there. Oh, get a spoon. Oh, look at this. Look at this cheesy, stringy, hot cheesy goo. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, that is, oh. That is incredible. That is off the charts. Oh. So that's our cheesy garlic bomb pull apart Bundt pan bread with a hot cheesy dip. There you go. That is sensational. I've never seen anything like this cooked on there. It was one of my crazy ideas. I hope you like it. If you do like it, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make a really nice garlic bread in a Bundt pan with a hot cheesy dip. And if you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and then you won't miss any notifications every time we upload. And we'll catch you in the next video. Oh.